Olá, boa noite. Eu sou o Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 900 do canal. Vídeo 18 de The Book of Unwritten Tales 2. Wilbur finalmente chegou ao castelo e agora terá que achar um jeito de abrir o baú em que está o livro, que, pensa ele, ensina como destruir a varinha mágica. Além disso, também tentará quebrar a maldição de Timmy, que na lua cheia se transforma em lobisomem. Aliás, melhor dizendo, lobisrato. A Bá falou que tinha que pôr toalha de mesa, tem que pôr sim. Ah, mudou a foto de novo aqui. Ele deixou um pano aqui, né, que ele tirou do espelho. E esse pano vermelho aqui vai servir de toalha aqui. Essa foto aqui também mudou? Cada vez que ele muda de lugar, muda a foto.
That should do. So, looking good, even if I do say so myself.
Wilbur!
I knew I could find the way back from the castle. And I almost didn't fall into two crevices, or the same one twice.
Well done.
Esther,
Yes?
that took it out of them, didn't it?
Yes. They have to recharge their batteries. You should have a bit of a rest too, Wilbur. You must be exhausted. Do you want me to make you something to eat?
About your offer of food. I've been hungry since we got here.
Then I'll make you a sausage. These are Timmy's favourite sausages. I wanted to surprise him with them tonight.
I will help him, Esther, I promise.
I know. Just be careful with the little fella.
As long as he's careful with me.
Ready. Careful. Hot.
Ow! Ooh! Ah! Thanks.
Me dá outra salsicha?
Can I have another sausage?
But of course. This place is growing on me, you know. Now that the ghost stuff is all gone.
You're not a city zombie, are you?
People need to get used to us. Big cities always have a constant stream of new people to get to know. Here in the country, you only have to convince each person once that you don't want to chew the skin off their faces. Ready. Careful. Hot.
Ow! Ooh! Ah! Thanks.
Como está? Tudo bem?
You look thoughtful.
I was just thinking about what a lucky woman I am. I've got a partner who loves me and a wonderful son. Everyone is healthy and we're all together. You only think about these things when something bad happens. Or nearly happens.
Creio que sei onde está o livro, mas preciso de ajuda.
I think the book is in a large chest in the castle. A chest sealed with 7 seals.
Can I help?
Sabe como dizer abrir em idioma dos ratos?
Would you happen to know how to say open in Ratish?
No, not a clue. Timmy never spoke to me in Ratish, nor Ethel for that matter.
Yes. Presumably they only speak their language amongst themselves.
Tem uns quantos vermes. Me pergunto se poderia fazer a parrilha.
I have these thick, slimy white maggots here.
Ah, I know those things. Had one of them stuck in my left nostril for 2 whole days when my head was chopped off.
I thought maybe you could fry them.
Is there something wrong with my sausages?
No, I just need light-coloured meat for a salad.
As long as I don't have to eat them. Give them here.
Vai enganar que é frango?
That was the last one.
Ooh, those don't look too bad at all. Thank you. See you later, Esther. I have to go.
Bye.
Like father, like son. They deserve some rest after the last few days. The fire's still burning brightly. Esther won't let it go out all night, that's for sure. Half-burnt wood, ash, and bits of charcoal beside the fire. We should put things in order here before we leave. I have a long trip home ahead of me once I get that book from the chest. I don't know whether any of the others will join me. I'm sure they all would if I asked them. But things could get dangerous in Seastone, and I don't want any of them getting hurt. Mr. Whale looks less anxious and stressed, even with the big task ahead of him, filling the village with life again. Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Hello, Mr. Weathervane.
Como é viver sem medo?
And? How's life without fear?
Oh, it feels good. I finally got time to recruit new inhabitants for the village.
Glad to hear it.
I thought about putting an ad in the paper. Somberville. Deserted village in cursed region seeks citizens to occupy houses of previously abducted and murdered villagers. How does that sound?
I don't know.
Que tal se vende uma das suas casas a um amigo meu?
My friends up at the campfire could move into one of the houses. They're very nice, and Gulliver and Nate are skilled craftsmen. They could get the village back into shape in no time.
I don't think that we want their type here.
But that's unfair. Just imagine that you're a family man and have never done anything wrong in your entire life. You and your wife have always worked hard, you have a great son, and then you come to a village that's urgently looking for residents.
Yes, but they're zombies.
So what? Imagine a zombie village that doesn't want you and your wife and child because you're different. What would you think of people like that, huh?
Well, you can't really... Well, I suppose I could talk to your friends.
You do that.
Também vende comida?
Do you by any chance sell lettuce?
No! This is an adventure shop. Adventurers don't eat salad. They go into the woods and slay wild boar.
Then you probably don't have any chicken breast fillets either, do you?
No.
And salad dressing? Oil? Vinegar?
Again, no. Well, actually, I do have oil. Some warriors like rubbing it into their muscles to make them glisten in the sun.
Then I'll have that then.
Oh, I'll even give it to you for free if you promise not to rub it on yourself in front of me.
Thanks.
Tá, já tenho azeite. O vinagre vai ser o vinho velho lá da árvore. Sabe como é abrir no idioma dos ratos?
Do you know how to say open in Ratish?
Oh, well, I could let you know what "are you trying to take the piss" is in the language of the dark woods.
I was only asking. I think I'll be going now.
Oh, how's Miss Kiki? Has she sunk her claws in the count yet?
What do you mean by that?
Oh, come on, Wilbur. A hottie like Miss Kiki? She's just a gold digger. The Count will need to watch his back.
But they love one another. They met through a newspaper ad, and it's not very nice to think that of other people, Mr. Whale. Tut tut. Even without fear, he won't get rid of his goods anytime soon. The only people for miles are Mr. Whale, Count all over Miss Kiki. And she didn't seem very impressed by his stock. Should I buy a souvenir? No. My pockets are always so full of junk anyway. Hello? Must have been mistaken.
Olhar as casas.
I half expected the sun to come out and everything here to bloom once I defeated the fear. That would be the perfect house for Esther, Gulliver and Nate. The three would bring life back to the village. Or, something along those lines anyway. Maybe the villagers wouldn't have been so easily frightened if it weren't so creepy around here. The whole area is famous for its ghost stories. Lizzie attached a Timmy bait to that tree, a bloody rag. Maybe it's a good sign that it didn't attract Timmy at all. I wonder if Lizzie took a werewolf trap with her, Or is it still there under the leaves?
Fazer uma armadilha pro... mas
I needed that. A few hours sleep would be lovely too. But first, I have to get that book.
Fez espeto de salsicha aqui.
If there's still even just a little Timmy in the were-rat, this will do the trick. Timmy loves bratwurst. Oh no! He jumped right over it. Shh, shh, easy, Timmy. Ouch! I knew you were in there, Timmy. A were-rat would never have been interested in sausages. That's all you. Fight it. I wonder whether the fear drank the wine. Or was it the last sip of some unfortunate soul here? Ugh! The wine must have been here quite a while. It's gone really sour.
Ele já tinha falado de vinho estragado a primeira vez aqui. Ou pelo menos vinho muito velho. Flauta também já tinha olhado.
It's sad when you think that none of these things can ever be used by their owners again. Who knows who this flute used to belong to? I'm sure he or she would have loved to have played it for many years more. Maybe I can give it a new purpose.
Quem está chamando?
Hello? Hello? Oh, who's there?
Mestre Alistair? Ah, não vou cair de novo, mancos. Quem anda aí? É fantasma?
Master Alistair? Are you all right, Archmage? Has Ivo changed you back? And why don't you come here? You could open a portal. A ghost over some kind of drawing? I don't understand, Archmage. What does that mean? Archmage? Master Alistair? He's gone. That's more than weird. Why is Master Alistair trying to contact me through the mirror? And it looked almost as if he didn't have the strength to stay. Of course, he's still transformed, so he can't use his magic properly. A ghost over a symbol. Maybe I'm supposed to summon him. The Archmage can do all kinds of tricks. Maybe he can separate his spirit from his body. I guess I'm supposed to summon him as a ghost. Maybe he's too weak to appear any other way. Summoning a ghost. This shouldn't be all that difficult. I have to summon the Archmage's ghost. Attract it. Show him a way here. I should try right away. The Archmage is very clever and very powerful. Maybe he can help me with my other problems.
O senhor sabe como invocar fantasma?
Count?
Yes, Igor?
Agora colocaram o retrato da Bá aqui em cima. Está seguro que a sua noiva tem boas intenções?
Are you sure your fiancé, is being honest with you?
We'll find out tonight, won't we?
I don't want to spread any rumors, but Mr. Whale from the village, he thinks Miss Kiki might possibly be after something other than love.
Oh, so am I.
Yes, but I don't mean friendship and care.
She won't be the first Mrs. Orlov, Igor, and probably not the last. I know who she is and know how to handle her.
All right, then. The poor Count. He thinks he knows her and believes she loves him.
Sabe falar o idioma dos ratos?
I need to know how to say open in Rattish.
I can't help you with that. I only speak Batish, not Ratish.
Oh, cool. Say something in Batish. I can't hear anything.
But the bats out there in the hall are doubled over with laughter, believe me.
Você sabe por acaso invocar fantasmas?
Have you any idea how to summon ghosts?
Why should I? The last thing I could do with is a howling castle ghost scaring my young wife.
Já pus à mesa, gosto.
Your table awaits, Master. Is that to your satisfaction?
Yes, delightful.
Thank you, Master. I must get back to work.
You certainly must. You're quite chatty for an Igor.
Salada.
I'm pretty sure this is something similar to rocket.
Tiras de frango, frito.
Excellent meat. And it even almost looks like chicken.
Azeite.
Oil is oil. The only thing missing now is vinegar.
E vinagre.
The wine, so sour, could make a good substitute for vinegar. Vinegar and oil. Why do people always say the cooking isn't as easy as it looks? Everything's ready for the big dinner.
The dinner is served.
Count?
Yes, Igor?
Comida da senhorita está pronta.
I have prepared the salad for the young lady.
Rocket salad with vinegar, oil, and strips of chicken breast?
Yes. Exactly.
Excellent. Pull the cord, Igor. Let my little bunny rabbit know it's time to eat.
How can I make sure that the bell in Miss Kiki's room rings?
It depends on how hard you pull it. Pull a bit harder than middle strength to start with, and then about a third less at the end.
Okay.
No, middle strength to start with, then a bit less at the end. No, that was the stables. Why don't you just do what I tell you? There you go. I don't need you anymore today, Igor. I will be spending the rest of the evening and the night with my fiancée.
Very well, Master.
Psst! Hey, Shorty!
Oh, hello, Miss Kiki.
What's with this place? Where's the gold?
Gold?
Yeah, jewelry, precious stones, that sort of thing. I ain't found none.
Maybe the Count isn't that rich.
A count living in a big castle? Course he's rich. The only question is, where is he hiding it? Hey, what's that?
Como são os pisos de cima do castelo? Encontrou algo?
What are the upper floors like?
My room is clad from top to bottom in red velvet.
Ew, that's a shame.
No, it's the only room up there that I like. Most of them are dusty and dull, just like everything down here. I might have accidentally looked into one or two of the rooms. I haven't found the Count's bedroom yet.
There's no kitchen either. He always seems to be in his office.
E quanto à salada, talvez seja melhor você não comer.
I made you a salad.
Oh, great, I'm starved.
Well, maybe you shouldn't eat it after all.
What are you trying to tell me? That I'm fat?
What? No, I
Have you taken a close look at yourself, Fatso?
I just wanted... Hey, I'm not fat.
The only reason you can't see your fat ass is your fat stomach's blocking the view.
Enjoy your salad.
Vamos abrir o cofre?
Getting back to the chest.
So what's the deal with it?
It's sealed by 7, seals. Maybe you could open one of them.
Ooh, what do you think's in it?
Livro mágico e poderoso. Ouro, pedras preciosas, claro.
What could a chest like this hold? A treasure, of course.
You have to learn to lie better, and quickly. But the fact that you are trying tells me there must be something valuable in it.
I don't know, but it must be important.
Well, if it's important to someone, it'll also be valuable. And you want to steal it?
Well, steal...
Count me in. As future countess, it practically belongs to me anyways. What do I have to do?
Come with me. Just open that seal over there.
Why don't you do it?
I can't. It has to be opened by someone very special.
Ah, I understand. You need a woman's touch.
Something like that.
Well, that was simple. That it?
That's it. Interesting to know that you could do it.
Tell me when you got that thing open, and don't even think about simply disappearing with my stuff.
Very well, Miss Kiki.
Now, I'll go humor the old fart. I'm sure with a little persuasion, I'll be able to find out where he stashed the rest of his treasure.
This was the first seal, or the third, depending on how you count them. Only one of worthy heart can open the 7th and final seal.
O que ela abriu foi o do coração puro mesmo, então.
Van Buren is pointing at a key. Is he trying to mock me? Could that be the invisible key that is visible to all? Only, where is it? Ha! That's just a picture. How am I supposed... Or, is it? That's a pretty neat trick. This seal is opened by an invisible key that is visible to all. What could that be?
Então eu tenho que clicar nesse selo com essa chave. Isto.
That was easy. So, that's over half the seals open.
Faltam 3. O do rato, o da morte e o da mão do maior mago.
Esther,
Yes?
Sabe algo de invocar fantasmas?
do you know how to summon a ghost?
No. Gulliver used to house share with 2 ghosts just before we met. I think he would have loved to know how to banish ghosts back then.
Pity.
Timmy está preso na armadilha.
I've trapped Timmy in the woods.
Is he okay?
He's still a wild were-rat. Apart from that, yes.
At least now he can't hurt himself or others anymore. But you must change him back quickly, Wilbur.
I'll do my best. See you later, Esther. I have to go.
Bye.
Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Hello, Mr. Weathervane?
Você podia me dizer onde está enterrado o feiticeiro Van Buren?
After the sorcerer was chopped up, where did you bury his bits?
Oh, you know, here and there.
Not all in one grave.
Oh, no. It was feared that his brother or someone else could try to bring him back to life. So his remains were spread nice and neatly across several graves over the land, and none of them carries his name.
Enterraram no cemitério da aldeia alguma parte?
Is part of the sorcerer buried in the cemetery?
I'm not at liberty to say. We swore never to say a word about which grave his left hand is buried in and which holds his right leg. Oh!
Oh, come on, just say it. Which grave's he buried in?
My lips are sealed.
Por que decapitaram e esquartejaram Van Buren?
Why was Van Buren actually beheaded, hung, and drawn, and quartered? Isn't that a little excessive?
You always have to kill an evil mage or sorcerer 3 times so he doesn't come back. Everyone knows that.
Doesn't beheading him and then hanging him present certain logistical problems?
Well, the whole thing wasn't very well prepared. Some mages wanted to ram a wooden stake through his heart instead. Others wanted to burn him. You know how it is. An angry mob, differing opinions. In the end, we can count ourselves lucky he was executed at all.
Você deve saber invocar fantasmas.
Someone like you knows all about summoning ghosts, right?
What do you mean, someone like me?
Well, an expert on the occult, like yourself.
Oh, well, I actually do know a bit more about it than just how to keep the beasts at bay. I mean, I've certainly never tried to invoke a ghost. Why should I? But it is, in principle, very easy. Now, you draw a circle on the ground with chalk and a triangle outside the circle. You place a bowl of blood in the triangle. You also have to light some frankincense. Then you have to draw the symbol of the ghost you'd like to invoke on the ground while reciting a secret invocation.
How does it go?
Come over here. Ghosts have good ears. The secret plans, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Okay, and that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Tenho outra pergunta sobre o diagrama que tenho que desenhar no solo.
Does the triangle have to be connected to the circle? And does it have to be an isosceles triangle, or just any old one? And how long should the edge be?
It doesn't matter. This is necromancy, not geometry.
Does it have to be chalk, or can I use something else? Ooh, and how thick do the lines have to be?
Draw a circle on the floor with something and a random triangle somewhere outside it.
That doesn't sound much like a precise science.
A Bá também vai ficar brava com isso. Se não é uma ciência exata, você tem giz?
Do you sell chalk?
I would if I had any, but I used my last piece of chalk on the sacred circle.
O que é isso do sangue? É verdadeiramente necessário?
Is the bowl with the blood in the triangle necessary?
Of course it's necessary. The blood represents the world of the living, into which you call the ghost.
Archmage Alistair isn't dead. Can I just leave the blood part out?
The occult sciences are not well suited to experiments. One mistake, and you open the gates of hell.
I'm a gnome. Every invention we come up with is close to opening the gate of hell. That doesn't scare me at all.
The blood goes in the bowl goes in the triangle. End of.
Para que o incenso?
Why do we need the incense?
Well, for the atmosphere. And it would be best if you did the invocation somewhere dark with lots of candles.
Do you think ghosts really care?
It's ancient handed-down knowledge. Just like the fact that necromancy is best carried out on the weekend, when you've already had a bit to drink.
Okay.
Posso invocar o fantasma aqui?
How about if I perform the summoning here? There's enough candles and you could assist me.
But we've only just got rid of one curse.
It wasn't a curse. And I'm summoning a friendly ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
No, find somewhere else.
I could conjure up the ghost near the chest. There's plenty of room and the atmosphere is suitable. And who knows, maybe the Archmage can open the remaining seals with just a wave of his wand.
O que significa o símbolo da fantasma?
I'm supposed to draw the ghost symbol on the floor, but what is Archmage Alistair's symbol?
No idea. Some kind of symbol that represents him. A family crest or a seal.
He has a coat of arms. It's on his amulet. But, I just can't remember what it looks like.
Tudo isso de invocar fantasmas.
I never thought that it'd be so easy to summon a ghost.
Oh, well, it depends, of course, on the ghost. I mean, if you want to summon Zool, you'll also need a keymaster and a gatekeeper. For other spirits, you'll need some clay and a romantic song. Or just call their name 3 times. But if the ghost wants to make contact with you, it's really easy.
I have to be getting on. Till next time.
Goodbye.
Vamos no cemitério achar a mão.
The sorcerer must be buried around here somewhere.
Lápide.
This is the Karloff family gravestone.
Ah, família do Boris Karloff.
They always seem to be family graves. And if you want to save space, this is the Lee family grave.
Família Lee do Christopher Lee, dos maiores Dráculas do cinema. E que vocês conhecem como Saruman, do Senhor dos Anéis.
They always seem to be family graves. And if you want to save space, it says Lugosi on this gravestone.
Lugosi do Bela Lugosi, primeiro Drácula do cinema. Ou o primeiro que fez sucesso, pelo menos.
This cross bears the name Chaney.
Ah, Lon Chaney. Lon Chaney chegou a fazer papel de vampiro no cinema, mas ele fez muito mais papéis de lobisomem.
Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Hello, Mr. Weathervane.
Quanto às tumbas,
About the graves in the cemetery.
Yes?
em uma das lápides diz Lugosi. O que você pode dizer dessa família?
One of the gravestones bears the name Lugosi. What can you tell me about them?
Oh, the Lugosis were the dentists.
Somberville had its own dentists.
Oh, the village was voted prettiest smile in the backwoods 3 years in a row. Yeah. Unfortunately, old Lugosi went a bit soft in the head. He rambled on about little green men and a plan he had to foil. Number 9, I think. Yeah. Dental hygiene in the village took a nosedive from then on. Oh, dear.
Bela Lugosi trabalhou no plano 9 do pior cineasta de todos os tempos? Nem lembrava disso. Em uma das lápides, Chaney, do Lon Chaney.
What can you tell me about the Chaney family?
Well, the elder Chaney was a travelling actor in his youth. Oh, the only one of us to ever leave the village for any length of time. He must have been really successful. They called him the Man of 1,000 Faces. Later, he retired here in the village. But his son inherited the theatre bug, left before disaster struck. Probably saved his life, yeah.
O Homem das Mil Faces, de tão bom que ele era, de maquiagem teatral. Lee.
The Lee family, were they a long-established family in the village?
Who? Oh, right, the Lees. Yes, oh, they were. Yes, it's very long established, yeah.
So, what can you tell me about them?
Well, there was Shield Hand Lee. He was a smith, and his wife Fire. Yeah, Fire Anna. She was very hot.
Uh-huh. I think I know what I need to know.
Já sei que é no da família Lee. Adiós.
I have to be getting on. Till next time.
Goodbye.
Lápide da família Lee.
Mayor Whale didn't have anything believable to say about the Lee family, almost as if they weren't from the village. I'm pretty sure in there's a Van Buren, not a Lee. The Lugosi family were the village dentists, but they're gone now. Phew. At least that's one less scary thing to worry about. This grave belongs to the family of actors. As I understand it, the son left the village and is somewhere out there living the carefree life of an actor. Esther?
Yes?
Sobre os selos do cofre,
About the seal.
How can I help?
você pode me conseguir uma mão?
I, need a hand.
Yes?
From a grave.
Of course, from a grave. Chopping someone's hand off while they're alive wouldn't be very polite, would it?
It must be a certain hand from the sorcerer Van Buren. He's buried in the Lee family grave.
Okay. Do you just need the hand? Or is there anything else I can get you?
Just a hand, please.
Well, I'll get going straight away. While I'm about it, I might as well see whether I can find a new left kidney.
You're not upset if I don't join you, are you?
No, no problem. Come by later and I'll hand you the hand. Right?
Thank you. See you later, Esther. I have to go.
Bye.
Ah, ele pode pegar pedaço de carvão aqui agora.
Here there at the edge are pieces of charcoal. I wonder whether I can use it as a substitute for chalk during the summoning. I'm sure you can draw with it. At least my fingers are black with the stuff. And I can't really imagine Archmage Alistair caring about whether he's summoned using white chalk or black charcoal. You can't be picky with that sort of thing.
Olhar o solo de pedra.
The stone floor is the ideal place to summon the Archmage. A few candles are already burning, and I can easily wipe everything down again when I'm done. That's the first step. Right then, to summon the Archmage, I have to draw his symbol on the floor while reciting the spell. Unfortunately, I don't know the right symbol. First, I have to place a bowl filled with blood in the triangle, then use something like frankincense to set the right atmosphere. It's not frankincense, but these incense sticks will create some atmosphere.
How is your salad, my Aurora?
Real good, darling. It's not easy to get chicken to taste a chicken. My compliments to the chef.
We're all just doing our best to make you feel at home, precious.
Whew, looks like I got away with it.
Vladdy, I'd love to see the whole castle. The library, the ballroom, the treasure chambers.
Of course, my love. But there'll still be time for that tomorrow. Tonight, I'm going to show you something completely different.
But Vladdy, I'm a respectable young lady.
What does the Count mean by something completely different? I'd like to see that. I wonder if I should ask if I can join them. The Count's distracted. This is my chance. Theoretically, I need blood, but maybe this thick red wine will do the trick. I think it's better I leave them in peace. I've got a good feeling about their marriage. I think it's safe to take a closer look at the letter now. The Count's distracted. Wanted for the murder of Archmage Alistair, the scurvy, dangerous, armed and stinky fiend Wilbur Weathervane. The Honourable Council Leader Van Buren has posted a reward of the villain's weight in gold, naked, before breakfast, for the apprehension of the offender. It's followed by a detailed description of me. Not like it was even necessary. This picture of me next to the Archmage is razor sharp. The amount of detail the engravers carved into the printing plates is amazing. I wonder if Lizzie will turn me in if she learns of the pile of gold. There really is a lot of detail in the picture of the Archmage and me. If it weren't so tiny, you could probably even recognize the Archmage's family crest on his amulet thing. I think it's, oh, no, it's just too small.
Tem que achar uma lente de aumento. O copo grosso e pesado.
I could use the glass as a magnifying glass to see more details. Yes, it works. There's the Archmage's neck, and there's his thing with the family crest. It shows two serpents in a kind of knot, biting their own tails.
Mas a Bá lembrou que o vampiro só toma sangue. Então o que tinha na garrafa não era vinho, era sangue. Então vai funcionar porque é sangue, não porque é vinho fingindo que é sangue. Tá, sangue colocado, incenso.
I still can't believe that this smell is important for summoning a ghost, but what the heck? Atmosphere. Pure atmosphere.
O símbolo, né?
Would have been easier if the Archmage's symbol were a stick figure or a cross. That would have been easier to draw than two knotted snakes. Hey, ghost! Drag your translucent butt here now. Got the stuff? The power of coal compels you. Those were exactly the ancient words that Mr. Whale whispered in my ear. Just doesn't seem to... Yes! Archmage Alistair! Thank the coal!
Wilbur, I'm happy to see you too. But I don't have much time and there is much to say.
Sinto muito, Arquimago, ter feito todo mal.
I did everything wrong, Archmage. I built the golem and I let Remy down and I brought Timmy here and...
You have done nothing wrong, Wilbur.
Yes, I have. I wanted to help and I let myself be fooled and that's why you were transformed. And then I didn't do anything instead and that was wrong too. Remy is dead, Archmage.
He is not. At least I don't believe he is.
Yes, he is. He died in my hands.
No, you were tricked again. This book you are searching for, it contains no information about how to destroy the wand.
Remy não está morto?
But if not Remy, then Monkus.
He's letting you do his dirty work for him. The book does contain powerful spells, but it won't help you destroy the wand. Monkus wants to use its power for his own ends.
Mas que classe de livro é?
Why does Monkus want this book? What's he up to?
The Kitab al-Azif was written by a mad mystic called Al-Hazred. It is a book about demonic cosmology and contains magic spells with which one can summon mighty beings.
Including the Nameless One?
I don't think that Monkus wants to set the Nameless One free. Even he isn't mad enough to do that. He wants to open a window into the dungeon dimension in order to siphon the Nameless One's powers.
Sounds dangerous.
It's impossible. Any weakness in the structure of the dungeon dimension would be instantly used by the Nameless One to escape his prison. He is incredibly powerful, and he is dreadful, Wilbur.
É possível destruir o livro?
If the book is so dangerous, we should destroy it. Or we could just leave it in the chest. It's already been there for decades.
Powerful objects have a tendency to be found. You have to destroy the book. Monkus must not get hold of it.
Why did Monkus send me? And where is he?
That's worrying me, too. He won't be sitting around idle awaiting your return, that's for sure. He'll have a plan.
At least he doesn't know we're on to him. He believes I'm bringing the book back to Seastone to use it to destroy the wand.
Yes, the magic wand. The book alone will not be sufficient to open a window into the dungeon dimension. It will take a complicated mechanism using black magic and an incredible magic force to penetrate the dungeon of the Nameless One.
The mechanism of which you speak, there's one like that in the temple under Seastone.
Yes, Ivo told me about it. Was under my nose for all those years and I never noticed.
Monkus doesn't have the book yet, and I can't imagine the Van Burens working with him either. Without them, the wand is useless.
Those are the only trump cards we hold. He needs the book and the wand. And while he is chasing after those, we will destroy the machine.
Como posso destruir o livro?
How can I destroy the book from the chest?
It's just a book. You can tear it and burn it.
That sounds doable.
However, you should be aware that there are other copies of the book. Over the centuries, there has always been the odd one appearing and then disappearing again.
That means we won't be safe as long as the magic wand and the machine still exist.
Correct. As soon as the book has been destroyed, you will have to travel to Seastone and help your friends to destroy the machine. That won't be very easy. Monkus will defend it.
And we won't be getting the mighty Van Buren wand just like that either. No. There has to be a better way. We have to trick Monkus, surprise him, and beat him at his own game.
That's the Wilbur Weathervane that taught the Shadow Army the meaning of fear.
Não sei se poderei abrir o cofre.
Open the chest and get the book to safety. Easier said than done. Do you know what the breath of death could be referring to?
I think I know.
How did you do that?
I don't just look like a ghost, Wilbur. I am one.
What do you mean?
I am dead.
No! You're not dead. You're the Archmage. You were transformed, and Ivor wanted to change you back.
And she managed that. But then I had to go, Wilbur. I am so weak that you had to help me to appear here.
But how are we supposed to, without you?
So far, you've managed pretty well without me, my friend.
O que aconteceu? Por que você foi?
How can you be dead?
My death wasn't in vain. I went at the height of my powers. That's the stuff of legends.
But it wasn't your time. Not even close.
I did just buy a new pair of shoes that I was keen to break in. I wanted to give my cleaning lady a nice present for her birthday next week. I have still got posts to deal with and would have liked to have spent a few more evenings sitting on my balcony. I don't think one is ever ready to go, but I'm gone now, and others will have to step up and fight in my stead.
O que acontece com a princesa Ivo?
How is Princess Ivor doing? Is she well?
I sent her and Critter to Seastone to keep monkers out of the underground temple for as long as possible. Perhaps they might even manage to destroy the machine.
Critter is with Princess Ivo? Then Captain Nate can't be far off. Finally, some good news.
You have friends at your side, yes?
Timmy é lobo-rato.
Did you know that Tim is a were-rat?
Yes. Remy came to me after Timmy's parents were killed by a werewolf. Timmy's injuries weren't bad, but I knew that he would change at the next full moon.
Did you look for the werewolf who did this to him? I mean, if you kill the werewolf, Timmy is healed, isn't he?
Imagine that Timmy made someone else into a werewolf while he was transformed. Would you want that person to come and kill Timmy in order to release Timmy's curse from them?
I never thought of it that way.
The curse of a werewolf is an illness that one has to learn to control. It is hard, and Remy and I didn't want to place this burden on little Timmy up to now. We just let him change and let off a little bit of steam. But if he has now changed uncontrollably, you will have to teach him how he can manage the curse, Wilbur.
E como eu posso ajudar?
You can control the werewolf curse. How?
When he is a were-rat, Timmy is possessed by bad feelings. Anger, aggression, hate. They're like a shield surrounding him. And underneath it's still the same old Timmy.
Ah, the first time we ran into each other in the woods, he didn't attack me right away. He hesitated.
Something in the monster recognized you, and that something is the tiny piece that still remains of Timmy. A candle in a hurricane.
How can I get through to him?
Timmy's primitive feelings have taken control. If you want to reach him, you'll only get through to him on that level. A smell, a voice, a tune. Simple things, little things, which could cut through the storm to reach Timmy.
And once he starts listening to me?
Then tell him not to give in to the anger and hate, that he shouldn't let himself be ruled by bad feelings anymore. He must think. It will be a difficult task, but if anyone can reach him and get him back, then it's a friend like you.
Não sei se poderei fazer.
I'm supposed to stop the apocalypse and fight a powerful sorcerer while the country's in chaos. How am I supposed to do all that? I'm not a mage anymore.
That's exactly the point. No one can do all these things on their own. But you and Ivo, the rats, the inhabitants of Seastone, together you stand a chance. Don't wait for a messiah who is going to wave his magic wand and make everything okay again. Do it yourselves.
But the people all want something else, and lots of them only think of themselves.
That's why role models are required. Do what you think is right, and others will follow you. I have always valued you for your tenacity and your friendliness. You are never cruel nor cowardly. You never give up and never give in. Onwards, Wilbur Weathervane, with friendliness and courage in your heart, and lead others by good example. And perhaps carry a flag or something like that, so that people further back can see you.
Hey! Mean!
My time in this world is over, Wilbur.
Will you come and visit me as a ghost sometimes and give me some good advice?
No, my friend. You know everything that you need to know.
But don't go.
If you want to honor my memory, then lead your life in line with all that I've taught you. And don't leave cupboard doors open. Farewell, Wilbur Weathervane.
Wilbur, I've got the hand.
That was quick!
Not the first time that I've done a bit of late-night shopping.
And you're sure it's Van Buren's hand?
Pretty sure. There are at least indications that it is the hand of a sorcerer.
What indications? Ah!
It's not very well-mannered.
You know what? I think you might be right.
Para a floresta. Posso falar com ele primeiro?
Archmage Alistair said we could probably get through to Timmy with a tune. It's worth a try. That's it!
154321.
Remember, Timmy? Your mother used to sing this tune to you when you couldn't fall asleep. Remember! Concentrate! Think about the good and friendly things, not the hate. You're not a monster, you're a little rat and you're loved.
I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry about. Nothing happened.
Oh, I didn't want any of this to happen. Did I? Did I hurt anyone?
No. I think you make a pretty bad werewolf rat.
Hey.
Teu tio Remy.
Mankus tricked me for the second time, Timmy. He disguised himself as your uncle in the cave and then sent me here.
Then perhaps Uncle Remy is still alive.
Maybe he is.
I'm sure he is. Uncle Remy can't be beaten that easily. We have to look for him.
You can bet on that, but I need to find the book first.
But if Mankus wants the book, then it must be evil.
In the wrong hands, it could mean the end of the world. We have to find it.
And then we'll look for Uncle Remy.
Deal.
E pensaremos algo sobre a maldição do Homem-Lobo.
Why didn't you tell me about the curse earlier?
I didn't know how, and I was worried you'd be scared of me. Most people are scared of werewolves, and for good reason. We can't control ourselves, you know. We don't realise when we do evil.
Yes, but the Archmage Alistair said you can learn to control the curse.
The Archmage? Is he all right?
Let's talk some more about that tomorrow. I think you've had enough adventures for one day.
Encontrei o teu cachecol.
I found this. You must have lost it.
Oh, my neckerchief.
Now that's the Timmy the Doomath I know.
Como é abrir no idioma dos ratos?
I think I know where the sorcerer hid the book. But to get to it, I have to know how to say open in Ratish.
Open?
Exactly, but in Ratish.
Open? Have you never noticed that we talk to each other?
You mean Ratish is exactly the same as our language?
No, your language is like ours. Rats and big people have lived side by side for so long. You've picked up the odd thing or two.
Amazing! The magic word is open. Hey, I know Ratish. Let's get back to the others. You must be dead tired.
Can I hide under your hat again? The moon is so bright.
Of course, for as long as you want. Esther,
Yes?
look who I have here.
Timmy, is he all right?
Just completely exhausted.
Give him to me. He can rest in my pocket.
Esther, can I have another sausage?
But of course, my darling. You did well, Wilbur Weathervane.
Ah, cheers.
Como se encontra o Timmy?
Timmy okay?
He guzzled down a whole sausage, which, considering his size, should have been impossible. Since then, he's been fast asleep.
Oh, lovely. I'm also making good progress with the book in the chest. Shouldn't be much longer till I have it.
O arquimago Alistair, no entanto, está morto.
I was able to summon Archmage Alistair's ghost. That's all he is anymore. A ghost.
You mean he's dead?
Princess Ivo changed him back, but then I don't exactly know what happened then.
I didn't know him personally, but from what I've heard, he was a very wise man. And he had a big heart, a rare combination.
He also had the oddest sense of humour. He once claimed he taught a bunch of otters a musical number in his youth. Weird.
I'd have loved to have seen that.
Me too. See you later, Esther. I have to go.
Bye.
Ahem. Open. Now there's only one seal between me and the Mad Sorcerer's spellbook. Fine then. Come on. Come on. Did it. Maybe it's looking for the right hand, wherever that may be. That was the last seal. Ha. That's it. Ah. This isn't the right place to read a book like this. I'll go and join my friends by the bright, warm fire.
So that's your plan then? Pretty risky.
I know, but even if I destroy the book, Monkus will find another copy sooner or later. We have to destroy the machine in the temple and the wand if we ever want to be truly safe. And we're going to use this as bait.
Desejo o melhor para vocês três.
You three take care of yourselves. Thanks for all your help.
No, we must thank you, Wilbur. You helped us when no one else would. And you convinced others to help us too.
The next time we meet someone in need, we'll help them and say, "You have Wilbur Weathervane to thank for that."
I think the help alone will do. Thanks.
E agora o que vocês vão fazer?
What will you do once Timmy and I have left?
The mayor was here. It took a while for him to pluck up the courage to come closer than 10 paces away from us, but I think he's coming round. He says the village needs a handyman and that you told him that Nate and I can repair pretty much anything.
That sounds great. You could even take over the handyman's workshop. There's no one left to contest ownership of the house.
All right, we'll go there. The mayor has invited us for a glass of water.
Probably holy water, just in case.
We'll pass that test, I'm sure.
Suponho que é hora de dizer adeus.
I'm not very good at goodbyes.
Let's say, until we meet again, not goodbye. Take care of yourself.
I'll do my best.
Look after yourself and look after Timmy.
I will. I think it's a good plan, and we have enough time to train for it.
Oh.
Timmy and I will... Ah!
Wilbur!
Surprise!
Monkus! I'm going to...
Stay where you are and do nothing. Or do you want something bad to happen to these two?
Ivo! Critter!
Wilbur, you have to stop him!
Deixa que eles se vão imediatamente.
Let Ivo and Critter go right now, or...
Or you have nothing to threaten me with, Weathervane. The Fireball and the Fatty put up a worthy fight, but they ultimately had no chance against my power, just like you.
Chantal, por que não se defende desse velho sapo?
Chantal, show this toad what your wand can do.
It doesn't work!
As the little angel soon realized when I sent her mother to the realm of dreams. Why do you think I didn't go to the dark woods to get the book myself? I had more important things to do. Did you know there were 3 Van Buren brothers? One created that remarkable wand over there, the most powerful one there is. The second created the book that explains how one can use it to open gates between the worlds. But the third brother, the cleverest of all, didn't trust his power-hungry siblings. He created a ring that protected him from his brother's magic. And it's still serving well today.
Ou seja, o livro do bosque não contém informação sobre como destruir a vara. Isso o Arquimago já contou.
Then I went and got this book for nothing.
Oh, no. You've done my cause a great favor in doing so, Wilbur. I knew you would get hold of that book with the right kind of motivation. The resistance needs a leader, and I know of no greater fighter for good than you. Sound familiar?
You rotten little monster!
Why, thank you. The book! Put it on the lectern!
Not a chance!
Ha! We both know you'll do anything to save your friends.
No, Wilbur, don't do it! Ah!
Don't!
The book! Now!
Wilbur!
And that's why evil will always triumph in the end. You goodies are too compassionate. You, step back. You, start reading.
I can't read very well yet.
Well, just try, sweetheart.
Doctorus Maximalis Aeternalis. You have to stop him, Wilbur, at any cost.
I know. I have a plan.
Dox Nigus Paratlatus Groklag.
He's mesmerized by the spectacle. He believes that he is closer to victory than ever before. I have to stop him. Avantasia under the rule of Monkus or the Nameless One, 2 sides of the same terrible coin. A little rat against a sorcerer? Not exactly a fair fight.
Mas ele só tem o time para usar.
Timmy can't stop the machine, at least not directly. I can't afford any mistakes. If my plan fails, Monkus won't lose 1 second in making Ivo and Critter pay for it. The mirror is still reflecting a focus beam of moonlight onto the floor, just as I thought it would.
Ah, Lobis Rato.
Tell me, Monkus, what did you really do with Remy?
The ghost had injured him. Giving him a little magical nudge over the edge of the abyss was easy after that. Why do you ask? Did you want to give him his hat back?
No, I just thought Timmy should hear it from you. Doesn't that make you angry, Timmy? Give me that book! Ah!
Was that it? That was your plan? You wanted to defeat a sorcerer with brute force? You keep reading.
Yeah, nung.
Well, what else can you do if you can't do magic?
Apparuro.
No! No! Impossible! No! Ah! The flap opening spell? You've tricked me with a child's spell?
I knew I had to distract you from Chantal and the machine for a while, and besides, it worked.
How did that spell get in the book?
I know a little something about bookbinding, doesn't everybody?
I will... Ah!
Hoses, cables, vials, mystical symbols. Only the truly deranged could ever come up with something like this. I don't know exactly what those liquids are, or what they're good for, and if I'm lucky, I never will. A pressure hose. Warm, thick-walled, rigid, and attached to the machine by a sleeve. I can't get it. The sleeve is stuck. Monkus, if we work together, we might be able to save ourselves.
Work together? I'd rather die!
And that's just what you do.
But you will too!
I have to stop him. Avantasia under the rule of Monkus or the Nameless One, two sides of the same terrible coin. A metal pipe leading into the depths of the machine. Couldn't say where it goes or what it does, though. Well, at least I can't make my situation much worse than it is.
Ah! Mr. Gnome is trying to cheat his way out of a dangerous situation again, is he?
It's worked pretty well so far. Presumably you can use that to set the machine. It must be tricky to open a gate to another dimension and come out at the right place.
Eu não tô nos cabos aqui. Agora estou nos cabos.
You can see the brothers were constantly fiddling around with the machine. A lot of it looks pretty temporary. These two pipes are held together by nothing but a clamp. Got it.
Well, you know...
Whoa!
Well, are your arms getting heavy yet? Ah! Ah!
I don't know how much further down it is. All I know is the impact isn't going to be much fun.
Need a lift by any chance?
Ivo!
Ah, the saviour of the worlds.
But it's not really saved, is it?
No, but we have given it a second chance.
Pagamos elevado preço para dar ao mundo uma segunda oportunidade.
We've paid a high price. Alistair is gone. We can't find Remy anywhere, and Captain Nate...
Yes, a high price indeed.
Alistair said one best honours the dead by living your own life the way they would have wanted you to.
Perhaps we're already doing that. You're looking after Timmy, and since Nate's gone, Critter hardly leaves my side.
At least now I know I don't have to be a mage to make a difference.
I never thought you were a particularly fantastic mage anyway.
Hey!
But why should you have to be a mage? You're inventive, you're tenacious, you don't need magic.
Archmage Alistair said that when you cooperate and remain persistent, you can accomplish more than any individual ever could. Even more than he can.
Perhaps that's your task, to bring people together and lead by good example.
I could at least give it a try.
Ow.
Oh, everything all right?
It was just a little pirate in here. He's a fighter, just like his father.
We'll think of something. After all, we saved the Archmage.
That was completely different.
You mean there's no hope at all? None?
There is always hope.
E não tem The Book 3 para eles salvarem o Nate. Mas as borboletas estavam dentro da estátua de pedra ali, junto com o espírito do Nate. Mas fora o final triste, foi uma boa série, né? E também, como ela ia ter um filho, já ainda seria um final otimista nessa parte. Esperançoso, né? Quer dizer, valeu a pena salvar o mundo para a nova geração. É a mensagem do Arquimago. Lembrou Abá. Honre os mortos vivendo conforme seus ensinamentos. Ao menos conforme seus bons ensinamentos, né? Tem que saber separar também o que é bom do que é ruim. Do que é importante do que é picuinha. E fora alguns bugs complicados no jogo, que eles não arrumaram até hoje. E fora algumas partes em que ficou sem nenhuma orientação do que fazer e que a gente ficaria eternamente rodando em círculos, como aquela de sair da tumba do faraó. Não tinha nenhuma dica que era para voltar lá para o Pirata Vermelho. Mas fora esses defeitos, um bom jogo, uma boa série. Valeu a pena jogar de novo. E como diria o Critter sobre isso, babu. Esse é um dos ensinamentos mais importantes do jogo. Nem vou reclamar de eles não pararem mais de passar nomes aí, que são os que contribuíram para financiar o jogo, né? Gente importante. Agora chegou o... Vamos ver se tem o exo... Não.
Need a hand?
Os irmãos que nunca brigam. Então é isso. Hoje vamos parando por aqui. O Exou Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida, o acompanhamento da jogatina de mais um game completo aqui no canal e ainda mais do que isso, de uma série completa. Espero que vocês tenham gostado de assistir, tanto quanto eu gostei de rejogar. Desejo boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.